It's there. She just keep useful. Keep fit. You haven't go to the gym? No.
Stooma! Such an amazing thing in this earth, but we must do it. You know, we must take up the calling and we must go for it. And individuals, as individuals, we must fulfill our potential, our God-given potential. We must not be disobedient. We must do what we have been called to do. And the revolution is only a spark. It's not one of those things where you go to and then instantly like the church rises up and everything's hunky-dory, but it's a spark to begin to ignite people to rise up, to begin to ignite this church to rise up. And yeah, so it's a really huge concept, it's a really huge idea, and one that has been preached and said and sung and written down so many times before. But I really feel this is timely and that this is what God is calling us to do. Yeah, so that's kind of what the revolution is to me. Somebody who's watching this may have your own ideas about it. If you're kind of completely fresh to this, go and ask somebody different. But like, that's really the whole idea. The greatest commandment, I guess, kind of sums it up. But for me, the main passage of the Bible that describes what the revolution is, what the heart of the revolution is Ezekiel 37. Where this army, where there's this barren sea, just this empty, just desolate place, just full of bones, where there's no hope in it, and people are looking around thinking, where's the hope here? But then God comes to that situation and breathes in hope and breathes in new life and just raises an army. And as we look around the world and we see hurt and we see pain and we see sin and we see just evil and we see so much godlessness and so much hopelessness, I really feel that God is looking and he's thinking, you know what, it's time to change this place. It's time to rise up. And there's an army waiting there to happen. There's an army waiting there to rise up. It's about time we did do that and fulfill the potential and just do the work that God has called us to. Yeah, so that's the revolution, I guess, in 5 minutes. Normally I would go on for another 55, but yeah, but so that's what's kind of happened before. That's what the concept of the revolution is. Previously, as I said, we kind of had event sort of things, and it was kind of cool, but it was a whole learning process for us, people who are involved in it. Like, it started off as kind of youthful energy and youthful passions kind of being thrown into this thing, and for some people that may have been naive, but for us it was just really amazing, and God really worked through those situations and really blessed and really encouraged and challenged us. But now a year has kind of passed since the last one, and we're kind of hoping to do things a wee bit differently this time. And the main kind of idea of what's going to happen this time is more of a journey, where we're going to get people to come along and join us in this journey of getting to know God better, of being challenged by Him, about loving Him, about serving Him, and being commissioned to go out and actually do that. To go into kind of more detail about it, we're hoping to do 4 Saturday nights in Ballybap, 4 Saturday nights being April 12th, April 19th, April 26th and May 3rd. Where basically, I know it may seem like 4 times as much as what we did before, but on each night we're going to kind of build it up, and we're just really hoping that these guys can come on this journey with us, and whoever they may be, and just be filled and so encouraged and so excited about what they can do and about what the church can do, and just give all the glory to God through that and for that. So in the first night we're hoping to look at the vision behind all of this, the history of it. I know it may be, it's only 2 or 3 years old, this thing, not even 3 years, but it's really good to look back and to see what God has done and to share the vision of this thing. And then also like a community. We hope that through this, that a wee community, a wee mini army can rise through this and kind of develop and grow and unite together and go through this process together. So we're hoping to look at kind of just the vision and community in the first night. And the second night, hope to look at God, if you want to entitle it as that, where basically we look at our daily relationship with God, about how we can worship Him in all that we do, worship Him with all our heart, all our soul, all our mind, and all our strength, and just kind of give God so much praise for what He has done in our lives, and then respond to that by the third night, which we're looking at Jesus and the ministry of Christ, and how He calls us to go out and do so many amazing things for His name, and just to be filled and excited about what we can actually do, but also really challenged and to go out and serve Him. And then the fourth night, I don't know, it's more of a vision / commission night, where we kind of wrap up everything, but also just look to the future and see what we can actually do with this, all the stuff that we've learned, and just kind of go for it, which is really cool. And it's a really exciting prospect to be able to go through this journey and just allow God to move through this. On each of the nights, we're going to try and keep it as open as we possibly can, just to allow God to move. You know, the structure can get in the way, we all know that, and we're going to try and be as daring as possible, but also just try to be as sensible as possible, and just as Christians to allow God to move in whatever way He wants to, by just opening it up and not restricting Him. And so we're going to have a speaker, we're going to have worship, which will mostly take the form of maybe just one man and a guitar or a piano. We may have a band one night as well, which is a really cool prospect. But mostly the most exciting part of it is the response time that we're hoping to do, and just to allow God just to minister to us, and just call upon His Spirit and just allow Him to move in that room, which is really exciting. And so it's going to be completely different from what it was before. And if you have any preconceptions about what the Revolution is, I would think that they're going to be really challenged during this 4-week block. What else is there? We're hoping throughout the week to be able to continually instill these things by providing like devos, daily devotional stuff, just to allow them to reflect on the week that's passed or the week that's going to be coming, and just allow God just to keep on teaching them through all this stuff. What else is there? Oh, there's loads of stuff that's happening in terms of like the actual church building, as in, you know, prayer and stuff, and prayer rooms and prayer stations, and the worship that's going to be going throughout this, and there's so many things that's going to be happening. It's really, really exciting.